The devs have just released some patch notes for a future update coming today to Avatar Generations. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing that they mentioned is character tuning for the Pirate Captain Kiwak, which can be found in the Ice Labyrinth. They're the main boss there, so if they're increasing the damage for the basic and the advanced, they're probably increasing the difficulty for the Ice Labyrinth. Adventure map teams. The available adventure teams is being increased from 10 to 12, and this is huge because we have to farm to get the currency that we need to do boss battles, and you farm in the South Pole, you farm in the South Sea, as well as up in Shenguan. So Shenguan, Kyoshi Island, Kitu Harbor, Southern Air Temple, as well as the Ice Labyrinth is where we'll be going to get a lot of materials to do boss battles. And if you have to use all your teams to farm those different nodes in each area, and you don't have any teams to do some of the battles or the story mode, then you're going to be running into some problems. So this is a good increase right here, and we can probably see some more increases in the future as well. Polish the attack animations of the following characters. So this probably isn't just in adventure, this might also be in boss battles or arts expedition. So the Kyoshi Island Unagi offense, I have to look at the boss battle again, but I know you fight the Unagi twice on Kyoshi Island, once with Katara whenever Aang's passed out because he was just running away from the Unagi, and then the second time whenever you complete all the Kyoshi quests and you're redoing the island, the adventure island, then you have to clear the island of all these pirates, and there's a node where they have a cave where you fight 2 waves of pirates and then 1 wave of the Unagi. So Earth Kingdom Platypus Bears, so I think they're also in Arts Expedition or in some of the activities, and you also fight them in Shenguan where they're very powerful. So whatever health that you take away from them, their ultimate ability allows them to like pretty much one-shot you, and it scales based on how much health they have, they've lost. Mask of the Rebel Blue Spirit offense. I don't have this character. I think people who have the Blue Spirit are primarily those who played before the global launch. They've had time. They've also had some events back then, so they should have that character. Activity Polish. Tune the power rating of Training Ground Stage 5 to better align with the difficulty. So I think some people have been saying on Reddit that this was like insanely difficult to complete, even with the Sokka exploit, the War Paint Sokka exploit of just spamming extra turns. But I mean, if you didn't have Sokka to try and complete some of these activities, I mean, you just have to level up your characters, make an investment, take the character to level 40, 50, 60, and then also using a lot of essential materials. Adventure map changes, new area Omashu. So we all knew that Omashu and King Bumi were coming to the game, and now they're just officially saying that. So you'll be able to even meet the cabbage merchant for the first time, and try and complete some of Bumi's challenges. So there's also some new activity quests. So new mastery quests and skill mastery for the following heroes: Komodo Rider Zuko, Invader Zuko, Earth Kingdom Soldier, Defense, and Air Nomad Youth. So the Air Nomad Youth, I think you can get them. I don't think they're in any of the summoning banners, but I think you can get them from the shop by converting some duplicate tokens, and then using those to purchase the Air Nomad. Invader Zuko, you can get him from a lot of the drops and the different banners. So if he's gaining a skill mastery, that'll probably be good because the way his kit looks, it doesn't look that great, but maybe with the skill mastery, he'll gain a lot more utility and you can use him in different game modes. Earth Kingdom Earth Soldier Defense, I'm pretty sure that this character right here, on their basic, when they attack, they apply barrier to themselves, and their passive is that whenever they gain barrier, they put regen on all the allies. So maybe if they get a skill mastery, their skill mastery is going to be something like they put 2 regens on the heroes or 3 or something like that, or they're able to apply barrier on more allies, or they gain more resistance or something like that. That would always be good because then you can have a better Earth Nation or earthbending team. Komodo Rider Dragon. People say, from what I've heard, is that Komodo Rider Dragon is pretty good, especially you use him for the first time if you don't have him in the Kyoshi battle. Whenever the Fire Nation storms Kyoshi Island to find the Avatar, you actually use Komodo Rider Dragon, and he's pretty good, increasing the defense of his allies as well as doing a lot of damage. Bumi boss battle. So brand new boss battle against King Bumi and his buddy Flopsy. Get ready to challenge King Bumi and Flopsy to an intense battle for new boss coins and other rewards. So similar to other boss battles, beating rank 5 can earn the player peace attribute materials as well as ascension talisman items for the following factions: Sifu, Swordmaster, Outlaw, Officer, Spirit, and Hunter. So the factions is kind of like for the Festival of Peace event, I believe, you had to use Team Avatar faction heroes. And so War Paint Sokka didn't count as a Team Avatar faction hero, but Wolf Cove Sokka or the Water Tribe Sokka, for example, counted as Team Avatar heroes. So Outlaw, Zuko would fall into the Outlaw category. Officer, there's a Fire Nation officer that you can use that falls into this category. Hunter, I think Invader Zuko falls into this category. Spirit, this may be UA, but that's probably for people who are playing before global launch. And then maybe I think Peace Aang might also fall into the Spirit category. Sifu, that's people like Paku. I don't think Master P and Dao's in the game, but people who are like pretty good or at least a bending master and also teach, they probably fall into the Sifu category. Swordmaster, that might be like the Blue Spirit, which once again you probably only have if you've been playing the games since before global launch. New missions available to clear associated to Omashu and new features. So this is probably going to show up in achievements as well as in missions. So already in achievements you can see if you beat Bumi, the boss battle, then it'll give you some nature stones and it scales up. So we've already seen that before this update, but now we'll probably see some more changes to that, as well as changes to the missions that you see on the home screen whenever it asks you to do certain things like equipping arts or gear or leveling up support characters or attacking different nodes. New rewards in standard banner. New characters, relics, and supports have been added to the Tales of the Four Nations standard banner. So they mentioned specifically here the Lover's Guardian relic added to the Tale of Four Nations banner. So this might go in tune with like the Lover's set, the Lover's art set, maybe not, but you can always like pick and choose how you want to add these to your characters. And then the Earth Kingdom Lop-Eared Rabbit supports added to the Tale of the Four Nations banner. So what I'm guessing is that this is the Lop-Eared Rabbit that Aang chases in season 1 when he thinks that this little Lop-Eared Rabbit is Flopsy, when indeed Flopsy is that huge hulking behemoth of a creature. So event challenges and event currencies, new event challenges added, completed themed challenges during the event time to earn many different rewards. So that's probably going to be just like the Festival of Peace, the Kyoshi Warrior event, as well as the Four Nations event. Water is probably just going to switch in the different events going on further into the future. Events and event currency are only available during certain time frames. Once complete, they will not be available until the event starts again. Any remaining event currency when the event ends will be removed from the inventory. Some event currency will be converted into gold or another item. So they're saying here that events might come back, but if you have currency for that event, that is probably going to get converted or removed from your inventory. So if let's say for example they take the Kyoshi Warrior event, right, and you had some Kyoshi Warrior coins left over, they probably cleared that out of your inventory or converted it into something else, so that if the Kyoshi Warrior event starts again, you don't have extra Kyoshi Warrior coins that you saved up or you forgot to spend or anything like that. I also wouldn't try and rely on this. Like if there's nothing in the shop that you want to buy, you probably won't be getting another item like a 5-star mythic or legendary ranked gear piece or support character by holding on to event currency. I don't think that's what they're gonna do, but we'll have to see if like maybe there's like a glitch in the system and then people are actually getting mythic ranked equipment and stuff. So the game's fairly new and there are some bugs, but you know they're working on it, so we'll just see. New relics, support, and arts. New relics and supports available from limited banners and shop. They kind of mentioned that, but if this is from the shop specifically, it could just be you'll be able to purchase some things now with gold, nature stones, or maybe even currency. Bug fixes. So fix an issue where the game would sometimes freeze in between waves. Fix the type advantage arrows. They now display correctly in combat. Fix an issue where Wolf Cove Sokka Skill Mastery 3 wasn't healing properly. So the way Wolf Cove Sokka's healing works is that for each stratagem on his allies, he'll clear all the buffs on himself and heal for a percentage of his max health, which is huge because it provides a lot of sustainability. Event icons will correctly show notification badges once challenges are ready to be claimed without needing to restart the app. So I'm currently on the LD Player 9, and whenever I'd run into this issue, I wouldn't have to necessarily restart the app, but if I had just completed an event, if I was on the event page and I clicked go to move to a different page to complete whatever the challenge was, and I come back to the event page, the challenge wouldn't update, and I'd have to go back to the home screen and then click on the event again, and that way the thing would show up. So now it's probably going to update automatically as you play the game. You won't have to do like all this maneuvering to actually get it for the UI to update itself. Event icons will correctly show notification badge once challenges are ready to be claimed without needing to restart the app. So it's kind of the same thing. Instead of having to like back out to see any change to the UI, it'll all happen in the background. So that way, whenever you move between screens, it'll automatically happen so you can see progress. Arrows to swap between event challenges screens are now more visible on event backgrounds. Okay, yeah, because like some of the event backgrounds were like yellow, so you'd have those yellow arrows on the side, and it would just make it like a little hard to see. So now they either added like some sort of a background, or they changed the colors to make it distinct. Fixed various issues with event challenges not tracking progress accurately. This happened during the Festival of Peace, during the Kyoshi Warrior, during I don't think it happened during the Four Nations, unless it happened to one of you. But so far, I haven't seen anyone talking about that. Fixed issues where the players would get stuck on the adventure awaits for or reflections for new players' missions. Confirmation modals should be shown for all shop pack purchases. So now, before you confirm to any purchases, now there's a confirmation screen, which is a pretty good UI fix or addition. Fix an issue where the screens would freeze transitioning from the hero screen to the adventure screen. This happens so many times. The game would just like it would black out or something like that, and then you'd just be stuck there, or it would just like tint everything, and you wouldn't be able to do anything. You wouldn't be able to click on anything or switch screens, and you just have to back out and restart the app. War Paint Sokka exploit with unlimited turns due to weapon swappability is resolved. We're gonna have to see how they resolve that, if they actually changed his kit or if they just changed the way the character works, because there's three things to every character. There's how the character was intended, there's how the character is written, and then there's how the character actually works. So we'll have to see what they changed to make a difference to War Paint Sokka, or if maybe the exploit works, but like 50% of the time. We'll have to see. Cleaned up the models of various characters to fix a black spot showing on some characters. I think someone mentioned something about Bending Master Guitar, how her character model in the hero screen looks pretty weird. So maybe this is addressing that or something similar. If not, we'll have to see. So that's going to be the information. Be on the lookout for the update coming today. Make sure to also like update it either in the App Store, on Google Play, on wherever you're playing on the device. And if you want to see how I decided how to gear up the different Sokkas that I have and which Sokka to choose, because War Paint Sokka just got nerfed, then click here, and I'll see you in the next one.